A picturesque student town with the serene backdrop of the Akumbe Hills, a bustling temple square at the heart of Udupi, magical sunsets fading down the horizon of the Arabian Sea. Along the coast of the Indian peninsula lie our three captivating sites: Manipal, Udupi, Malpe. Life was calm, peaceful, and happy until and that was just the beginning. Climatic changes and rising sea levels drove people out of their homes. Wars broke out, people lost faith, and they were angry. Science and technology, though never deterred from their goal, and rapid developments continued to take place. Utilizing these findings and inspired by the three avatars of Vishnu from Hindu mythology, three vital projects were introduced: Project Vamana, Project Kalki, and Project Mathya. With this, our three heroes emerged, illuminating and elevating the lives of the people around. This is our city, redefined. This is Udupi City in 2050.
Our journey begins in Manipal and the Endpoint Road, where the city has evolved into an urban area that rivals the largest cities of India. Eco-sensitive lighting has taken over, high-tech green spaces dot the landscape, and luminous wayfinding systems help the citizens navigate the city. Vambot, an imprint of the avatar Vamana, is a protector first and foremost. An amicable robot, he moves around the site to assist the various user groups scattered throughout. Here, this means that he helps in surveillance, which safeguards the safety of the users and preserves the natural elements present throughout. An efficient and integrated lighting design is an important tool that helps him achieve these goals. In 2050, vibrant and interactive facades being a norm, the pedestrian as well as the motor experience has been transformed into an educational and immersive one. Near the DC office, the surveillance systems keep a watch over the government building, with hover car charging stations allowing the recharge of vehicles. Motion sensor signages line the roads, attuned to the needs of the people and lighting up when required. Point Circle has transformed into a junction for a hover bus flyover. Vehicles are guided using traffic signals displayed on holographic projections that also feature interactive advertisements, rendering our modern day traffic signals and billboards obsolete. A group of multi-use pavilions has taken over what used to be the commercial area, designed to bring people together and act as community spaces. The pavements are wider and, along with the trees, feature bioluminescent motion sensor lighting that activates post sundown. Making our way down the Endpoint Road towards Syndicate Circle, the hover bus flyover above provides an alternative mode of transport, while the pedestrians and hover cars operate with the help of luminous wayfinding. The road is optimized based on individual preferences and provides a unique experience for each user. From this overhauled and streamlined road, improved and unified far beyond what was observed in 2021, We make our way into Udupi and the Krishna Matha for a look at a transformed heritage site. The divine religious center that is Krishna Matha was on the verge of experiencing a spiritual and cultural disconnect in 2021, with mythology, folklore, and ancient narrations of culture fading rapidly. Eco-sensitive technology and a smart AI system were implemented as a means to protect the history and culture. Kalki, the AI protector, is an integral part of the transformation of the famous temple areas of the city. Appearing as a hologram at the major nodes of the Ashtamathas, this AI protector helped in eradicating the negative aspects of our site with the help of an integrated lighting design, creating safe environments for the people, and protecting the vital stories of history, culture, and heritage attached to the site. The Ratha Bidi or Chariot Path of 2050 provides an experience of an essence of the lighting, the divine warmth and advanced technology that seamlessly interweaves on site. The pathways are illuminated by a firefly system called Kitamani that conservatively lights up the site, decreasing the exposure of the heritage structures to light pollution and heat-related damage. 8 lines of colored lighting line the paths as well, leading the users to each of the mathas, forming the Ashtamatha Prayana, a journey to the 8 temples. Intense user movement or events like festivals are a catalyst for the activation of the Prakash Chakra, a hovering lighting disc carried out by the Kalki AI system. These discs act as prominent beacons at junction points, lighting up a large area, and hence are used only when required. The facades of stores lining the Ratha Bidi become illuminated when sensing any movement of the users. The interactive facades feature spectacular visual displays of mythology and the history of the site. This system enhances interaction and educates users about the culture, history, traditions, and festivals occurring at the holy site of Krishna Matha. Special sensors and imaging systems detect the aura emitted in the divine sanctum sanctorum of the temples, a part of a detection system known as Apara Prakriti or cosmic source. These sensors induce change of color, emitting of specific sound frequencies, and release of unique fragrances that together make for an otherworldly experience. Through the interweaving of innovation and culture, the heritage site of Krishna Matha retains its intangible value and the spiritual well-being of life at Udupi. From this hub of culture, we shall now make our way to the brink of the coast in Malpe. Malpe Beach and Seawalk in 2050 is a radical change from the sparse beaches of 2021. With rising sea levels and other natural calamities, eco-sensitivity has become an important aspect, and so the protection of the ocean takes the highest precedence. The various changes on site have transformed tourism and elevated the experience of the seaside. Our guide through this site is the Sea Ranger, based on Vishnu's Matsya avatar. The Ranger's main duty is to protect the ocean and assist tourists and visitors, maintaining peace and harmony between people and marine life. This is achieved by controlling the lighting and conducting educational programs using virtual reality and holograms. The beach in 2050 is fully submerged underwater, leaving only the roads to be accessible to people and vehicles. Floating hotels and spaces built with red, eco-sensitive lighting are the new norm for tourists, accessible by pedal-powered submarines that convert physical energy to electrical power. Hover cars and buses have taken over the roads, with specific areas provided for pedestrian usage. The entry parking lot of the park has changed into a massive space for pedestrians, dotted with tropical vegetation. Electric recharge stations for hover cars are provided and are equipped with motion sensor lights that help with wayfinding. Bioluminescence is the primary source of light in this zone, and the vibrant blue and pink colors used prove to be aesthetically pleasing, calming, and environmentally friendly. The park has been redesigned to minimize human contact with the water. The pavements used by the pedestrians are made using new light-emitting construction materials, decreasing total light pollution. Vegetation is engineered to glow in the dark, eliminating the need for standard lighting fixtures and enabling people to observe the unobstructed night sky. What was once a dimly lit food stall zone in the park has become a holographic dome controlled by the Sea Rangers. Realistic holograms are projected here, immersing people into the lives of marine animals. The waste produced in this zone is used to power special energy converters that light up the space. What used to be a sea walk on land has been redesigned as an underwater walkway where the visitors may watch Malpe's aquatic life. The sea walk disguises itself in the water and keeps the interior illumination hidden from sea animals by virtue of new and innovative technology. While tourists are in the ocean engaging with marine life, the Sea Rangers guide them around the promenade for an immersive dive with the sea life.
As we come to the end of our journey, to the darkest times, Wambot, Kalki, and the Sea Rangers have shone as a beacon of hope to millions. They raise from the ashes of a ravaged coastal town a metropolis that brings together culture, tradition, nature, and humanity. The sun might set, but the future shines bright for our city.
This proposal can be credited to the tireless hard work of the students of Manipal School of Architecture and Planning, Mahe. We, the students, would like to convey our immense gratitude to the lighting experts and faculty coordinators for their guidance, insight, and patience. Thank you and namaste.
Good day, it is Deepika Shetty from Manipal School of Architecture. Me and my faculty Akshita Gauri, along with the guidance of Amardeep, Linus, Darshak, Suma, have had the pleasure of participating in the International Competition of Lighting Design. This workshop has been an exemplary experience because we have understood the importance of lighting design right from the concept stage and how it can enhance the concept and the context with its principles. Our students from Manipal, from background of architecture and urban design, have participated in this. We have had a great pleasure of international exposure through this workshop. To make this experience better, we have taken three contexts in our Udupi region, where one is from the university town of Manipal with modern buildings and the commercial street. The second context is our proud heritage of 200 years old in Udupi, where we celebrate the culture and the experience through the lighting design. And the third context is of our beach, which has a very sensitive ecosystem. And we want to keep in mind the environment along with tourism and the culture of this place. So these three contexts have given the students an exposure on how lighting design can really enhance an experience of the user and how the concept can be integrated in the design aspect of architecture and interiors. Now this experience also makes it clear to our students why we should look at lighting in a serious way, integrated as part of a design